Hello, everyone. Welcome to one of our very interesting webinars. We could win today for our webinar the company Sonim, which is one of our trusted hardware partners since many years. We are cooperating around the globe in different projects together. Today, I'm very happy to meet Jonathan. Jonathan is sales director, basically somehow globally, outside the US, I would say. And we never met before, so nice to meet you, Jonathan.
Nice to meet you too. How are you doing?
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm very happy that we are coming finally in contact. And yeah, tell me a little bit, how was the year so far for you? I mean, 2020 was a big surprise for everyone.
I think yes, absolutely. It's been a year which none of us will ever forget, even though many of us may want to. That said, it's been very, very busy. It's something where even though a number of sectors and industries have been quite badly affected, our particular offering, our devices are very relevant to this particular type of pandemic in the way that you can protect and need a device that can withstand a lot of punishment and cleaning, shall we say. I think we're all washing our hands more. We're all conscious of how we can spread viruses, and our devices are something which is very, very key to that. So it's been very, very busy, and yeah, we're looking forward to the end of the pandemic for certain. But yeah.
Yeah, it's coming closer. It's coming closer, I believe. And it was great to see that Sonim is offering this kind of the cleaning things for the device. And now I think some news are coming up for new devices for 21, which I think all people around the globe, our audience is very excited to see and hear from you. So let's start, Jonathan. Tell me, what do you do? What plans do you have? So you wanted to share the presentation with us?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I've got a brief presentation just to run through, just to show, give a bit of an overview of what Sonim offers and what it is that we're bringing to market with some of our new announcements. I can pull that up for you right now.
Excellent.
There we go. Can you see the screen?
Yes, I see it very clear.
So yes, so Sonim as a brand has been very, very North American centric until late. We're definitely now looking to branch out across Europe and EMEA and the rest of the world. And as I say, what I've pulled together here is just a brief overview of what it is that we feel separates Sonim from the competition and makes us that little bit special. So the areas to cover why Sonim, our devices, our accessories, and Sonim Wear, which make up our three pillars that you can see here. So we start off, obviously, we are a hardware manufacturer. That is our core business. It's something which we feel we have a huge amount of expertise doing. We've been manufacturing devices for over 10 years now. We very much operate in the ultra rugged space. So it is for those particular industries and areas where a rugged device just won't quite do, and they do need that extra degree of ruggedness and durability from their devices. We currently have three phones in our portfolio. I'll touch upon in a minute the barcode scanners we've recently announced. They are the smartphone, the feature phone, and then our flip phone, which is currently a North America only device. Our second pillar is our accessories, and then finally we have our service, our software wrap that we offer with all of our devices. All of this is underpinned by, as I mentioned, 10 years worth of experience in the mission critical space, but also the PTT and ultra rugged space. And we obviously partner with TASSTA and have our devices fully optimized to work with the TASSTA solution. And then to cap all of that off, as you can see, is our service wrap. So we're very, very proud to offer a full service wrap with our offering. So what is it that makes Sonim special? It's something which we're asked all the time. Why Sonim? Why should we buy a Sonim device over other devices that may be cheaper or perhaps better well known? Well, quite simply put, we have what we call our 11 rugged performance standards. They range from multi-shift batteries, extra audio, a whole load of factors which you would expect to see on a rugged device, like waterproof, dustproof, things like that. Where we do start to separate is, one, we take our testing to the nth degree. So we really, really do put our phones through some extreme levels of testing. Our drop tests are well above what is required for the industry minimum standards. And a big one there to kind of pick out, which is relevant to what we just mentioned around COVID. People have been very, very aware of the fact that devices they use every single day and handle every day could actually be virus carrying, germ carrying. Many people don't wash their smartphone. With a Sonim device, you can actually submerge it in a bucket of bleach for 30 minutes, take it out of that bucket knowing it is 100% sanitized. There's nothing left living on that for sure, nothing that can harm you anyway, and then you can just dry your device off and continue using it. So we really do test our devices to the extreme levels, and as I say, that's what we summarize as our rugged performance standards.
Yeah. So the priorities are changing a little bit, right? I mean, it's not anymore only to being, because we remember always that Sonim was presented as the toughest device around the globe. But now it is the cleanest device, you know, so the priorities are changing a little bit.
Absolutely. Our marketing department's done an absolutely fantastic job of putting posts out on LinkedIn and across other social media, really showing, kind of bringing that particular element to life, because it is so very, very relevant to people at the moment that it's something we really try to make sure is known. And you know, it's a major factor in the ongoing fight we currently have against COVID. So you know, it's something we are very, very proud of, that our devices can look after our customers in that way.
Excellent.
And you know, the thing is, as good as all of those things are, they're what we're saying is good about our phones. But we try to put our money where our mouth is, and we back our phones completely. We are confident our phones will take a very, very large amount of punishment and still continue to work and be there when people need them and ready to work. But should that horrible thing happen, if you drop your phone or you know, a component fails or something like that should happen, we back our phones by a 3-year fully comprehensive warranty. And this also includes accidental damage. So we really, really do. We are convinced our phones are built to such a high standard that they will work and they will last for our customers. But should the worst happen, our phones can be sent away, we'll repair them, we'll send them back. As I say, even if it's something as insane as you dropped your phone into a wood chipper and it comes flying out the other end in several pieces, pop them in a bag, send it back to us, and we'll make sure we replace your phone for you.
And how many cases did you had during the previous years? People returning, or you know, some special cases?
So the last bit of information I was given on this is we've actually only rejected 2 warranty claims for our devices where the phone was in warranty. And that was one that had been sliced in half by a sword, and another one where a person had actually shot at their phone to see what would happen if they shot it. Funnily enough, we were going to replace that phone until they did admit to us that they had deliberately tried to break the phone. So obviously that didn't class as accidental damage, but you know, they were very extreme circumstances.
Excellent.
So, well as our performance standards, as well as our comprehensive warranty, we also, as I mentioned before, we try to wrap everything we offer. So our 3 pillars solution is wrapped and kind of backed by our service guarantee as well. So right the way from when people identify a project they want to work on, if they engage with us, we will try and work with them to offer support, to make sure that any third-party apps they might be using will work on our devices, and just really to help understand their requirements and make sure that the Sonim device is the right size for them. We'll also then help them through the deployment stage, we'll help train their staff up, and we can also help with obviously the whole post-sales support as well. You know, we've got an absolutely fantastic service team. We've got a 24/7 support line, which is manned, where people can email support@sonintech.com and they'll get a response back within a day. So, you know, we do really try to make sure our customers have the levels of service they need to go with and to reflect and I guess complement what we consider is a really comprehensive phone as well.
And yeah, how is your service organized? Is it, I mean, is it 24/7? Is it globally, or is it mainly in the US, or how does it work? I mean, if let's say my device is broken in Germany, what am I going to do? So I'm going to send it. Where is the next service center?
If you're in Germany, you're in luck, because it's actually very, very close in the Czech Republic. That's where our service centre is at the moment. So if somebody has a fault with their phone, they ship it off to our service centre. It's either repaired or exchanged and then sent back to the customer. So for Europe, it's absolutely fine. We have local service centre there. It's a program that's continually being reviewed, and we're continually looking to make sure that as our install base grows, we have the right service centres in the right places. So, we're looking at options for the Middle East, we're looking at options for the APAC region, wherever we see there's a need for customers. We don't insist on everything being shipped back across the Atlantic at all times.
Okay, excellent.
So if I then quickly touch upon the first of our kind of three pillars, and I'll spin through it. Obviously, I can provide more information to anyone who wants to. They can contact me after this. But essentially, as I say, our portfolio is made up of our smartphone, the XP8. Some key things I guess to pull out on this device, because these are important. So first and foremost, our devices come with a dedicated push-to-talk button on the side here. When you've got an app installed, like for example the TASSTA app, which we have on here, I can very simply, as we're connected at the moment, press the push to talk button. I can talk.
Excellent, I can hear you very well.
So very, very simple. It's a very large button, very easy to access, and just as the name implies, push to talk. We also have our emergency button for any emergency no worker apps, or just simply to quickly reach the emergency services. And we have a programmable button as well on these devices. This little connector here, I'll come to in a minute, but this is related to our accessories. But you can also remove our batteries. It has a removable cover and a removable battery. And our phones are either able to be charged through the inbox USB Type-C charger, or you can just pop it into charging cradles, and we have a couple of charging pins there. So these are devices which have all of those form standards we mentioned, so the ruggedization, but then also a whole load of customizable options on the phone to really make it work for whatever app you're using, whatever environment you're using it. Those that are in construction or working in a harsh environment or an out environment, having a very, very big yellow button that you can then customize and program to open up whichever app you want it to be, even if it's something as simple as the torch, or if you're a lone worker and you need to have that to alert people that you're in trouble, just having those big red bright buttons, or big red and yellow bright buttons, are very, very useful to have.
I mean, especially the red button is for us very interesting, because we have a certified lone worker protection in Germany, and it is only certified if it's a combination of software and hardware. That means, we certified it with a Sonim device because it has a red alarm button, which is similar to this BS8484 in UK. We really appreciate it that this device is bringing all these abilities, and it's a very, very nice vehicle for many customers around the globe. To having a really, I would say, a nice replacement for radios and much advanced technology, right? Yes,
no, absolutely. And it's something which we carry over onto our XP5S feature phone as well. So again, nice big clear red buttons. You can't miss it. It really stands out on the black and the grey of the rest of the phone. You also have your push-to-talk button, the large push-to-talk button, again on this device too, and also that secure audio connector, which I mentioned, we'll come on to in a minute, the accessories. So, you know, this is a standard feature phone. It's directional pad, so, you know, it's not touchscreen, but it is, you've got your directional pad. You know, but it's a very solid, very strong little feature phone. You've got your removable back cover and battery, you've got your charging pin, your USB Type-C charger. So all of the things that you have on the smartphone, obviously outweigh the smartphone technology and the touchscreen element, but all of those things that make a Sonim device are carried all the way through our portfolio, even down to our little feature phone here as well.
Nice. So the XP5S, right, which is, let's say, lower to medium, medium range device compared to the XP8.
Yes, the XP8 has a sort of a retail price of around about $799. The XP5S retails at half that, $399. So whilst they're both at the premium end of their respective fields, it is because of the quality that goes into these devices, and you know they're built to a very, very high standard.
Okay. And
then, as many people may have recently seen, we've just announced our two barcode scanning tablets, the RS60 and the RS80. These are devices which are going to be launching in the early part of next year. Again, these are built to a very high standard. We have large removable batteries on these devices. We have programmable buttons on them. You know, there's the push-to-talk functionality will work across both devices, both configured for that. These two devices come with a 2-year fully comprehensive warranty. It's 1 year left on these ones, but it's still with the accidental damage, and it's still, you know, a class-leading warranty for this particular category. They also very specifically come with, as you can see here, this already built-in barcode scanning engine. So that's the RS60. The RS80 is the 8-inch version.
And can I remove the barcode?
It does unscrew.
Can I remove the barcode, or is it?
Yep, it's an engine that is screwed onto the back of the unit, so you can unscrew it and take it off if you need to. But the device is fully configured and set up to utilize the barcode scanner.
Perfect.
But nice. These devices today, they've only just recently been announced. You know, we're in the process of getting our samples ready ahead of the launch next year. So, you know, if people are interested in these products, they can get in touch with me, and we can look to arrange to get samples out to them and just talk about any projects they may have related to them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because I saw on the first slide the devices, which we know quite well, and I missed, yes, exactly, a tablet.
Yeah. No, absolutely. This is the thing. Sonim has been very well known for its smartphones and feature phones and our kind of rugged phone devices, but this is a new space that we're entering into. You know, these devices are going to be very, very competitively priced for the space, whilst bringing all of what's good about a Sonim product to that particular space. So that's our hardware pillar. As I mentioned before, both of our devices here, the XP8 and the XP5S, have this very, very, very cool secure audio connector. So it's a 10-pin connector, which, as you can see, the accessories that connect to this particular device, it's a 10-pin connector. There are plastic guide pins to make sure you can only put the accessory in one way. So you attach it on, and then most importantly, there's a little screw at the end, which you can then screw the accessory onto the Sonim device. So whereas potentially if you have something plugged into a 3.5mm jack, we've all had it in the past where you fling your arm down or something and you pop your headphones, or you pull the accessory out of the 3.5mm jack, it just clicks in, and it's in there normally quite securely, but it doesn't take too much force to pull it out. With this, because it's screwed in, it basically becomes part of the device. There's almost no way of removing it from there, probably out damaging the accessory and or the phone. So you really have to want to do that rather than actually do it by accident. But more importantly, this also will power the accessory. So whether you have a remote speaker mic or some kind of headset on, you don't need an additional battery for that accessory. You don't need to charge that accessory. So you don't have to remember to go and do that. Therefore, if you are in a position where you go to use your speaker mic, it is there ready to work. It's been powered by the device. It's securely attached to the phone, and there is absolutely no way that's going to let you down. So it's a really, really key thing. And all of the accessories that we range, be it in-vehicle kits or cradles or whatever, these are all built and made for Sonim. So flying, stone mountain, INO, RAM mount, GPS lockbox, they make their devices specifically for us. And those that utilize the Secure Audio connector, they manufacture their accessory with that connector on their accessory specifically for Sonim.
Yeah, so you have a full touch and feel experience like a radio with Sonim, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And all of the accessories are configured to work. So if you put a remote speaker mic and connect that to your device, and then you power up the TASSTA app, the push-to-talk button on the remote speaker mic will then work, and as the push-to-talk button would do on the device. So you can pop your phone securely away in your pocket, and then just use the remote speaker mic, and it's the whole setup will work completely seamlessly.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we feel also is very important for many users, that the accessories around the device, and you have perfectly this headsets, the RSMs, and you can even have your multi-charger. So everything is available, same as in your radio environment. So it doesn't need to change things or your attitude heavily.
No, completely. And even if somebody does have an existing range of accessories and they were looking to come to Sonim, they don't need to necessarily change their accessories. Obviously, the benefits of the Secure Audio connector are the secure attachment and the power piece. But if somebody already has a range of accessories, we actually sell a little 3.5mm adapter that will attach to that Secure Audio connector, so people can utilize existing accessories should they have them. We don't make people go and change all of their accessories if they decide to start using Sonim devices. Obviously, there are some benefits if they do, or if they don't already have accessories, but we do make sure we cover that option as well.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay.
And then the last of our pillars, and this is one of the things that really, again, separates Sonim from some of our competition, is what we call Sonim Wear. This is a software suite comprising of Sonim Cloud, which is our web-based administration console, Sonim Scout, which is an app that sits on the phone and comes preloaded onto the phone. I will quickly show you here. So when you go into your settings, there's Sonim Scout just sitting right there. We can't see it quite so clearly, but it's the app that's just there. And then it includes Sonim Scan and also Sonim SOS. So just go into a little bit more. It's Sonim Scout and Cloud. So you use Sonim Cloud anybody can create an account, a Sonim Cloud account. They just go to sonimcloud.com. You then register, create yourself an account, and then you can register any of your Sonim devices in your fleet to that, and you can then provision those devices. So I won't try and explain every single piece of the functionality, because we have a product expert that does that, and it only takes about 45 minutes. But basically, it's a large suite of you can blacklist apps, you can whitelist particular websites, you can create a kiosk mode on the device, which limits access to what people want to do. We have a whole load of functionality around our app updaters. We have our Sonim SOS, as I mentioned, which utilizes the emergency button to call whatever the local emergency service is. We have something that was created as a specific ask called the stealth mode. This effectively shuts down the entire phone whilst keeping it powered up and working. So phone calls will be received, messages will be received, emails will be received, but the phone will not emit a beep. Yeah. It won't light up, it won't flash, it won't ring, it won't notify. It's a complete and total silence mode. So whether it's a police officer in court or an intelligence officer that really doesn't want their phone beeping at the wrong moment, stealth mode will completely lock that phone down for them. And the best thing about
all the devices,
all of them, yes.
And all the devices are coming with this one?
Sorry?
And all the devices are coming included with both applications.
Yep, on both the XP8 and the XP5S, and also our forthcoming tablet. Sonim Scout is preloaded on the devices. As I mentioned, Sonim Cloud is a completely free piece of a free registration. So once you've done that, this is software that has absolutely no charge for people to use it. So if you're an IT administrator looking to roll out a fleet of devices, you can provision them in Sonim Cloud and then roll that provisioning out to all of your devices through a simple QR code. It's very
yeah. So principally, it is like an MDM, right? Like this mobile device management software, correct?
It's a light version of a traditional MDM. So it's designed to work in harmony with existing MDM software. So if companies have already invested and have licenses in that software, this will just complement what you already have. Probably the biggest thing is it will work on the feature phone. A lot of MDMs will not work on a feature phone. So this allows you and gives you control over your feature phone fleet as well.
And can I install the Sonim Scout software also on other devices, like any other smartphones?
It's exclusive to Sonim, unfortunately. It's something where we're only able to set up, mainly because we don't have access to everyone else's, the inner workings of everyone else's phone. So this is something which we offer exclusively. But this is in-house developed, and we're continually developing and supporting this software. So, as I mentioned, the stealth mode was actually a function that was added because somebody approached us and said it would be great if my phone could do this. So, as and when people bring ideas to us, it's absolutely something which we look to try and bring. And Sonim SOS is the most recent of these additions.
So, principally, if I have my devices, I just register myself online and put the IMEI numbers inside or something like that. And with that one, I have control, remote control with this, let's say, limited features, like because it's a light MDM, which I would say for many users is more than enough, because not everyone needs this huge, MDM softwares with, 1,000 features. And so I believe it's very interesting and nice extension.
Absolutely. I mean, we have had a few of our customers, some of our smaller customers who don't necessarily have the budget to roll out a full MDM, have been able to utilize Sonim Scout and Cloud to give them a lot more control over their fleet than they previously had. So no, it's a very, it's a really comprehensive suite of tools, and really is something that does set Sonim apart from some of our competitors.
Nice. Yeah.
So that's our three pillars. We do provide a number of pieces of collateral. So we have some case studies available to support some of the rollouts we've had, some of the better examples of Sonim installs. But then we also produce these vertical cell sheets, which just really kind of bring to life how Sonim devices can help in construction vertical, or transportation, or very importantly, the public safety and emergency services, an area which we really are quite prominent and do very well. So again, this is the type of information which is quite often posted on LinkedIn by our marketing team, but it's also readily available for us to share if anybody wants a copy of it. And
I have still a question, because we know the XP8 since a while. And so do you have any plan to bring out XP9? Is there any information about it, or when can the users expect an upgrade?
So that's very much a watch this space. There is a software upgrade coming to the XP8 next year, and then we are working on the evolution of our portfolio. So very much there are plans afoot to expand the portfolio. There are some successes lined up. Timelines are still very much to be determined, but we feel at the moment we've got two, well, for Europe anyway, two really good ultra rugged phones in the feature phone and the smartphone. And then with the addition of these barcode scanners, it adds another string to our bow to start going after that market space as well. So yeah, so you know, there's plenty to keep me busy, that's for certain.
So the next stop, the next plan or the next stop for the XP8 is first to get a software upgrade. Would it be Android 10, or what would be the main, let's say, difference?
Android 10 is what we're planning to bring to the device. Yes.
Okay, perfect. And I have another last question. Maybe you can inform us also a little bit. I remember earlier we discussed with Sonim, and some people, said that there might be a module which you can put on the top on the XP8 for having a dual mode of the device. So principally, then it is like LTE DMR or P25 DMR, LTE device, something like that. Was it a concept, or does Sonim plan to launch something maybe in 21?
So I know that we're always looking at how we can enhance our devices, and dual mode devices is something which a lot of people seem to ask for. I don't think anything's ever out of consideration. We're quite a dynamic business, and we do try to, keep our finger on the pulse of what it is that people need out there and the direction the industry is heading. So, wherever if we see an opportunity like we have with the barcode scanners, where we actually feel that we can bring the Sonim offering to a space we haven't previously operated within, and bring a product which we think can really, make some positive gains and some positive traction in that space, it's always something we will look at doing.
Okay. And yeah, the last point is, Jonathan, if somebody wants to purchase the Sonim devices, I mean, in the US, it's, I believe, quite easy, because you just go to AT&T, Verizon, or all these different kinds of web pages, and you order online. But in Europe or around the globe, it looks a little bit different. So what is your best, what is your proposal for that?
So our distribution network outside of North America is continually growing and evolving. We've got a number of new partnerships which we're looking to announce over the coming weeks and months, and over the course of 2021, that network's definitely going to grow. Probably the best way at the moment, if people are interested in having a discussion around Sonim devices or looking to roll out Sonim feature, or even just purchase one phone, the best way is to contact me at the details on the screen that I'm sharing, or they can go to one of our existing distribution partners. So Keystone, Nextera, Freacom are all our existing partnerships that we have in place, and are all partners that will be able to provide quotes for our devices. But as I say, if people want to reach out to me in the first instance, I'm more than happy to help support them with making sure that we put them in touch with the right partner or retailer.
Excellent. Yeah, principally, if anybody need any information about Sonim, if somebody is going to contact us, we are also going to forward it to you, that you can give the partner or the customer the right, let's say, hint where to go and whom to contact, principally.
My phone is always ready for me to answer with any inquiries or any sales opportunity.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, I think it was a great overview for understanding, okay, what did Sonim and what is Sonim going to do during the next couple of, let's say, months, is definitely, and getting some information. And yes, we can always say, the devices are quite nice and reliable. They are running many years already on the market. So it's you are not the first customer to try it.
No.
That's sometimes it's good, it can be good also. And they are quite proven, and the devices are running quite well with TASSTA, and we are having also many projects together, because the partners which Jonathan mentioned are also our partners. So thank you very much for your time, Jonathan. It was a pleasure to you finally and talk to you a little bit over this screen. Unfortunately, we cannot meet anywhere right now because of the the conditions. But things are getting better, and I have I have some very positive hope or high hope for 21.
Absolutely, no, without a shadow of a doubt. No, thank you very much for inviting me to do this, and it's been great to get a chance to talk to everybody. And yeah, we're looking forward to a positive 2021 in all aspects.
Okay, perfect. So thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you.